You want to have some fun? All right, then let me pick the next level.
Oh, but I was kind of hoping to check out this house.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. The main thing you're going to find in here is more food and gear, so feel free to stock up because you're going to need it.
Got it. Let's see what we got.
Another netherite axe?
Oh God, is that the sleepy time swinger?
No, it says slinger.
Slinger?
Yeah, and the main difference with this axe is that it has power 5 instead of fire aspect.
But doesn't slinger imply that we'd be throwing the axe? Why didn't you just call it swinger?
Ain't axe slinging a term for when you swing hard at things?
I don't think it is, no, but I'm sure someone in the comments can clarify it for us. But anyway, I think it'd be a nice switch up to carry weapons with different enchantments.
I agree.
So far, this all is just extra stuff I don't need.
Yeah, most of this stuff was included because I was trying to keep multiplayer in mind. Eventually, as you progress, you're going to find some pretty nifty items.
Okay? You know what? It might be a good idea to lose the extra armor pieces for now.
I actually would recommend you switch out your golden chest plate for the iron armor while you're here.
That would be a good idea, given that the thing's durability is likely diminished.
Ooh, yeah, thanks for the heads up, fellas.
You may as well also take the golden armor too, since it's got blast protection 4.
All right, looking good. Ooh, cool, a star coin.
Oh, wow, we got some golden carrots?
I think they're kind of on par with golden apples. Not exactly the same, but good. But honestly, looking at your piles of food there, I think you're fine.
I was kind of feeling that way too.
Jesus, apparently Joe gives you more golden apples anyway, so there you go.
I think I'll put the desert rabbit here since I can't merge it with these others.
That's such an annoying issue given that Joe renames the same item 2 to 3 times over.
So are we going to get to this next level?
Yeah, sorry, I just like to be prepared.
Okay, finally. Go ahead and take a right at the bottom of the stairs, George. I got something good for you.
Oh, I think I remember this one's title. It's Dead City, right?
City of the Dead, but I'll go ahead and give you a cracker.
As long as it ain't a saltine.
So I imagine this is going to be our combat level?
Big Biden says fight your way through hordes of the dead in the nightmarish city of death.
Guess that answers that.
Go ahead and step forward, George.
Not that voice with that smile, Joe. What exactly do you...
Whoa.
What are you laughing about?
Joe seemingly turned one of your biggest pet peeves into a level, and your facial reaction is just hysterical, Barry. I'm sorry.
Whoa, hold on. Role-playing neckbeards?
That's right, George. For this level, your objective is to save the town from an endless horde of disgusting zombie LARPers who annually prey on this wooded village.
What?
That is...
Are you fucking done over there?
You couldn't just make it about zombies?
But see, that's what you nerds would have expected.
Because that makes sense.
And it's predictable and boring. Step on the pressure plate, please.
So I'm basically committing mass murder?
No. Well, yeah, but listen. I treated this whole convention as a sort of cult. Because literally, these guys and gals get together every year to senselessly attack these innocent villagers and their young.
So they're cannibalistic creeps?
Essentially, yeah.
Well, I suppose they have karma coming in that case?
Still a wild fucking concept, Joe.
I mean, as long as it's entertaining, right?
Depends on your fucking definition of entertaining. God, I can already tell this pressure plate gimmick is going to be a nightmare.
As long as he stays moving, he'll be fine.
Oh, Lord.
You better get out of there like he said.
Is there anything over here?
No, all the things you're going to need to see are along the illuminated path.
Oh, good. So I got to work my way back. Get lost, chump.
Wait, so if they're all neckbeard cultists, then what does that make the baby zombie villagers?
They're, people of a shorter stature, if you know what I mean.
What, like a dwarf?
Jesus fucking Christ, Donald.
Well, what the fuck else could you be implying with that? I didn't even use the offensive term.
All right, I found a house. This should hopefully provide some decent cover from those cannibals.
Don't zombies
Alexa's
break
house?
down doors, though?
Yes, but remember, for these maps, I turned mob griefing off, so they ain't able to do that.
Ah, okay, that's good.
Oh, Alexa has dialogue?
Ask her to switch us to a better map.
Oh, eat a dick.
The joke was right there, Joe. Come on.
Dang, we got an exasperated local here.
I mean, something like this happening every year would leave me a bit miffed, too.
So to properly progress, George, try to exit the house, then head to the home on the left side.
Oh, but be sure to right-click on that bed to give yourself a checkpoint.
There are actual locations with checkpoints. He doesn't need to do that.
I'll do it this one time, just in case they're surrounding the door. Oh, Christ. Oh,
Yeah, see, the checkpoint wasn't that far.
Well, you better get in there before the horde shows up.
Carl's house.
It says home.
You really gonna nitpick that?
When you enter the house, be sure to look to the right to hit the checkpoint, George.
But I appreciate the heads up, but it's to the left.
Whoop. Oh, right, my bad.
Classic Joe moment.
Classic smart-ass Donald.
I think we found Carl.
Being that this is a zombie-themed level, Is this guy a Walking Dead reference?
Now, I won't lie, that wasn't on my mind when making this.
Ah, okay.
You a big fan of the show, George? That's like the second reference you made to it in the past 30 minutes.
Yeah, I used to be pretty big on that show. It ain't perfect, but it kept me hooked for a good while.
I phased out of that shit shortly after season 5 dropped, I think.
I was also hooked for a time as well, but they lost my respect and attention after hyping up who Negan was going to kill at the end of season 7, only for it to be a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, that tuned a lot of people out. I primarily stayed because I was interested in seeing where Jeffrey Dean Morgan was going to take Negan as a character, and truthfully, I was pretty satisfied.
I only remember up to where they were in the prison.
Ooh, the Governor arc was pretty fun.
As fun as that was, I can't help but prefer the development of Shane as a villain during seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
John Bernthal's a pretty fun actor. He does great at selling all the characters he portrays.
Agreed, I probably would have kept watching if he stuck around.
So I probably should have asked from the get-go, Joe, but do I need to explore all the houses?
To be real with you, that's more if you want to read up on the lore.
Oh, well, that sucks, because I think you just trapped yourself.
Look, I understand that this level will get a bit overwhelming, even with it being an open area. So if you need to break things to maneuver around, I'm cool with it.
I'll only do that if I feel I need to.
It's a losing battle, George. Just go out the window or something.
Yeah, you're right. Geez, they're already onto me?
Just run to the next house before they swarm you.
If I jump now, these two are gonna get me.
No, you'll be fine. Just
You lost your chance.
Oh, yeah?
Oh fuck, he's going for it.
Geez, that fire is rising.
Harold just gives you this passive smile as you leave him with a roaring fire engulfing his hedges.
Joe, this is fucking insane.
Hey, didn't you guys say you wanted something exciting?
But I wasn't even trying to be negative with you. Why are you dialing the heat up with me?
How the fuck are you supposed to get out of this?
I'm going for it.
Try to get to that house.
Get out of here. Damn it. I need to loop around or something.
Why'd you beat him with your meat?
Unbelievable.
Oh, come on, really?
You should have kept going into those trees, bro.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that now. Shit. What is that, a playground?
Indeed it is.
You should probably go around it. That might buy you some time with the horde.
Maybe, but let me try looping back over to the houses.
Homie, I can already tell you that ain't gonna work.
It hopefully should. It looked like they were all following me back there.
And look at where they all are.
I'm gonna gun it.
Yeah, that didn't work out, did it?
There's a code to crack here, fellas. I just know it. Maybe if I can just gather them on Carl's porch.
I'm sure he'd love that.
You know, there's an infinite number of them, right?
Okay, maybe I need to go with plan B. I picked up on parkouring in the last level. Maybe I can use those skills to my advantage here.
That is true. You could just hop across the trees.
Wonder if I can get a bulk of them in a single spot from up here.
That's definitely working.
What can you even do with there being that many?
Armor helps against fall damage, right?
Right.
Holy fuck, that was tense.
Fantastic maneuvering.
I'm probably gonna have to have Ben drop the volume on that horde. They're loud as hell.
You sure there's nothing I can do in-game to help with that?
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry.
This is Ryan. He's another villager who actually adds an extra hint as to what you can find at the village's marketplace.
Oh, they got TNT down there?
That might be useful.
Would it really, though?
Okay, so this time, try running around the park.
That's the plan.
Good. I'm sure our viewers want to see something other than these copy-paste houses.
Oh, piss off. They ain't all the same.
3 of the 4 houses we've been to thus far have been identical, Joe.
Well, then fuck me for making a suburb.
Do you listen to yourself talk?
I did actually notice 2 homes that looked different while I was running around.
Yeah, for starters, we have Jamie's home, which was custom built to look like a greenhouse.
Jamie? Wasn't that one of the victims from Morte's Peak?
See, why do you remember stupid little details like that? But then I gotta show you pictures of who the fucking European leaders are.
Those pictures were put there because you forgot who the fuck they were too, Joe.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're raising the heat too much. Let's simmer down.
Identifying cannibalism as a prank is kind of wild, not gonna lie.
Okay, you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but George, can you go ahead and switch the game to peaceful for a second?
Okay.
Wait, why are you asking him to do that?
A couple of reasons, if I'm being honest. The first of which being because the constant groaning from the horde is actually starting to grain on my ears. And that's kind of amplifying the tension that I felt going into this level. Then shifting over to that, I'm realizing now that my defensiveness towards this map has caused me to be so fixated on the punishment factor of this level that I am actually making no effort to actually explain what's going on as George progresses.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't seem like there's terribly much to talk about. The concept sort of explains itself. Also, sorry, but I went ahead and activated one of the pressure plates again.
Oh, that's fine. I was kind of hoping you would just to kick things back up. I see you're actually circling the larger house. Why don't you go ahead and find the front door?
Already found it, so this is Laura's home.
Yeah, so to kind of refocus here, in addition to getting the different horde reactions from some of the villagers, a few of them actually give you hints of other things you will find as you explore the area.
Laura must be pretty important to have such a massive house.
It's not so much just about her, it's more her whole family who own their own blacksmith company. Reading through the book, she actually tells you that her two brothers are camping out in two separate areas for the 2-week convention.
2 weeks is honestly wild for a con.
So can I at least ask what the significance is behind her sharing their locations?
So, one of her brothers is located at their actual weapon shop, which if we were doing multiplayer would have been a useful spot to gather some extra supplies. And then the second is locked up with Farmer Jim. If you go there, my idea was that you chat with both him and Jim to learn more about the con and also some potential equipment locations.
Well, let's go pay the farm a visit. In hindsight, I'm kind of glad you asked me to do that, Joe. I'm realizing now that all those zombie LARPers were causing the computer to lag a bit.
That actually doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise you, yet you went with the idea anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to share with me how you'd simulate a giant zombie horde charging at you?
Couldn't you have used mob spawner blocks?
No. The outside torches would have interfered with the spawning, and even then, the rate which the zombies would pop in would be too slow to simulate a horde. So, pressure plates and command blocks were the more exciting option.
All right, fair enough.
So this is another spot where I can gather some more food?
Yes, and Jim actually mentions the village priest, who has been sniping the cannibals from atop the windmill.
Wow, talk about doing the Lord's work.
And actually, this whole farm with its massive fence was intended to be more than just a safe zone. It's also meant to be a spot to provide you with the proper safety to do some crowd control.
I see. We got some more villagers out here.
The one by the crops is one of Laura's brothers, who in addition to reminding you of the weapon shop, tells you of their special booth down at the marketplace.
And who's this?
A relative to Jim who just has NPC dialogue.
God, that horde is fucking absurd.
Well, let's see if we can do some crowd controlling. Oh,
Ooh.
fuck. I could probably just run now, couldn't I?
That would probably be the better idea.
At least they're away from the door.
That's actually more of a gate.
Whatever.
There's the windmill.
Joe, I actually have to compliment you on some of the designs of the buildings. They look pretty cool.
Well, thank you, but I can't take all the credit, because most of everything seen in this village is borrowed from a YouTube tutorial. Ben, go ahead and flash some credits on screen.
You didn't make any of the houses in this level?
Technically, yes, but like I said, I borrowed some designs from tutorials. The only buildings that are original are going to be the library, the village police station, and then Alexa's home was original too. Oh, and there's also a small cabin as well.
I'm super curious to try out this sniper bow.
Did I see multi-shot as one of the enchantments?
Yeah, it was that, Infinity and Flame.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good find.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to linger on this, but why did Alexa get the only original house? I don't even remember it looking all that bad. Why suddenly shift towards using other people's ideas?
Well, at the time of me making it, I got concerned that my limited imagination when it comes to building would hinder the vision I had for the level, so I branched out.
Ooh, look at that.
Given the vision you got going on here, I think you might be selling yourself short, man.
Well, I appreciate that, but the stakes were a bit high with this map. I didn't want to make anything too boring.
Now, I'll give you this, Joe. The map currently has some questionable moments, but with the exception of the last level, nothing really strikes me as boring.
There was that door puzzle.
Yeah, good point. That could have been a bit better.
Looks like I made it to the library.
I couldn't imagine being trapped here during an apocalypse.
Is there anything here I need to get?
Now, this is all just world-building dialogue.
I still can't get over this concept.
It's definitely weird, but I was kind of going for funny weird.
It is sort of out-of-pocket funny, but I'm just curious to see how the viewers will react.
Here's the weapons shop.
That was super close.
I'm not seeing anything that looks really impressive.
Like I said, these are definitely more normie-type weapons. The good shit's down by the marketplace.
Yeah, Benny literally says that right here.
Then let's go find the market.
Okay, fellas, the front door's out.
You still got those water buckets, right?
This is a great idea, Joe.
You should be able to see the remaining areas from up here, too. In fact, I would recommend hopping the trees to the corner right area behind you.
Over there? Okay. Is that the cabin you mentioned?
Yeah, let's check out the inside.
It's kind of got some spooky vibes to it.
Joe has a slight tendency to sprinkle in random horror elements.
And don't we have a horror level after this?
Correct, and we'll get to that. But for now, read the book.
I've had it. I will not stand for this annoyance anymore.
Why do these guys describe this situation with such light verbiage? It's fucking cannibalism.
I felt it was humorous.
He spoke with a strange old man in a white coat.
It doesn't say white coat. What are you talking about?
Is that a Mario Sunshine reference?
It is, thank you.
Oh, good Lord. Take the red pill?
Keep reading.
You're grinning way too much about that.
Is that an insinuation about all the zombie LARPers outside?
No, it's just a one-time gag.
This guy's plotting his whole vengeance arc in a cabin in the woods.
Now go check out the chest.
Okay. A Biden... What the hell?
Tim Biggins has embraced death to become the very thing that the LARPers outside wished they were. After taking his wall key, he steps from the darkness of the mossy corner to devour you.
Joe, he's already dead.
Deader.
More dead?
We're not doing this again. He's dead. Where do we go next?
Over here is the town hall, where you will find your next clue as to where the final wall key is.
So we're hunting keys now.
Only 2. This place doubles as a church, by the way.
Nothing. Oh, is that Father Bernard?
Yeah, and in addition to his venting, he happily grants you permission to use his sniper for your adventure, as well as inform you of where the mayor is.
Ooh, we found the market.
Try to scavenge it quickly. We don't know how far those cannibals are.
Let's see, we have Val's Valuables, Monty's Meat.
Pause.
Oh, grow up.
I'm actually going to drop these carrots. Tony's Tools, Polly's Plants. We got a bit of an alliteration thing going here. Arnold's Arts and Crafts, and over here we got...
Something useful. Take what you can of that.
I think I'll just drop one of my water buckets and bread stacks to make room for everything. You never know when any of this will be useful.
Oh, is that where the TNT would have been?
Should have figured it was a troll.
Bold of you motherfuckers to think I'd let you blow up my map.
Gary's Goodies. I'll pass on that. Oh, look, I found Waldy's weapons.
And Waldy couldn't make anything better than what you already had. Keep moving.
I guess I better get my move on. That's a healthy-looking apple.
Where the hell are the zombies?
Probably back in town, but I'm not really complaining.
This is the Village Defense Force station.
Looks like they vacated.
That's because the mayor sent the whole squad down to stop the convention.
Oh, he couldn't send a couple guys down to protect the neighborhood? What a guy.
Let's check this room out.
That diamond sword actually has Smite 5, which is amazing against zombies.
It definitely wouldn't hurt to have at least one sword.
Yeah, can't argue that. This bow actually outranks the Biden bow, so I'll be swapping them. And I'm not really using these shields too much, so I'll drop one of them.
Over here, you'll actually find the mayor who is hiding in the chief's office.
As a politician probably would.
He thanks the heavens for your arrival while handing you the final key to pass the exit gate towards the convention. I also make sure to drop a hint for you in case you didn't already find that cabin.
We've talked about this already, and I apologize, but I seriously miss the robot voices.
Yeah, the bot voice made it funny.
Is that a shooting range?
Yeah, and I made it as a fun little mini game. There ain't really a prize, just something extra to do.
You don't need to sell it anymore. I'm already pumped. Oh, I thought I hit that one. Bullseye. That was a nice decompressor, Joe. Fantastic inclusion to the level.
Well, I'm glad you think so, bro. So as you proceed to the next area, you find yourself in a walled-off room full of officers. Each of them wear an expression of exhaustion and hopelessness.
So these are the guys who were supposed to crash the convention.
That's right, Barack. But to no surprise, the mission proved to be impossible. Because between that exit door and the structure that awaits you lay a seemingly endless horde of zombie LARPers.
That doesn't get any less ridiculous the more I hear it.
So what can I learn from these guys before I head over to the end?
More lore surrounding the village's feelings towards the con, as well as some details regarding their previous attempt at building a massive wall to keep out the neckbeards. As you already know, the wall was a massive flop, as the neckbeards learned to climb.
Wait a minute.
One of the guys also gives you some backstory of the upcoming mansion that these assholes use as a yearly gathering
Joe, you
spot.
think you're being fucking cute. Wait, a mansion?
Yeah, I made a direct reference to Resident Evil for you, Donald.
Let's see it.
Wow, I was not expecting this.
You definitely pulled this from a tutorial.
You're right, I absolutely did, but I at least followed each of the steps and built without bullshit like MC Edit.
This place looks amazing. It's referencing the first Resident Evil.
It ain't exactly a replica of the Spencer mansion, but it's at least a nod because, you know, we're in a zombie mansion.
You know what? You're a wise ass, but I appreciate you for thinking about me with this, so I'll forget the wall jab.
What's our objective exactly?
Well, as it says right there, we got to gather 4 keys to reach the organizer. You beat that sick son of a bitch, then the rest of the LARPing neckbeards will begin to unravel and fall to the VDF officers who await your green light at the other end of the path.
So the traditional video game logic where severing the head of command destroys the army. Where should I go first?
Check out the left wing first.
First is the worst, second is the best, Barry.
Shut up.
Definitely don't want to trigger these.
Given the intricacy of the hiding spots, I'll be helping you out a bit. You're literally going to want to check everything from furnaces to chests to behind trap doors.
Can you tell me if I'm hot or cold right now?
Definitely hot. There's a key in this room.
So it could be in furnaces, chests?
And behind trap doors, did you already forget that?
Obviously not, but it doesn't look like those were hiding any keys.
Uh-huh.
Is this where the organizer hosts his rallies?
You took note of the lever acting as a microphone, I see.
Yeah, real creative. I can't help but notice how small this room is.
One of those funny little observations totally unmeant to bolster that wonderful ego of yours, right?
You know, I'm starting to feel a little disrespected.
Okay, there isn't anything here. Let's see what's upstairs. Ooh, check that
hell
out.
yeah.
Absolutely grab a set of that armor.
Looking good.
Do you think he should lose something so he can grab another set?
Nah, I think the diamond's durability will hold him over for a while. So do you have any backstory on this mansion, Joe?
One of the VDF guys actually shares an old story about how a rich family comes to the area to try to live off the land, away from civilization. They didn't interact with the villagers too much, but they were friendly at the very least.
The hell's happening?
But one random day, one of the
we
villagers
go.
took note of the fact that they hadn't seen anyone from the family for a number of weeks. So a couple guys went to the mansion to do a wellness check.
Looks like I'm going to the attic.
And did they find dead bodies or something?
Arguably more creepy, they found nothing but an open front door. The family was never seen again.
Disgusting.
I love those types of horror stories that don't ruin the experience with exposition. I think you said something kind of like that in the undersea level, Joe, where the mystery can be the most terrifying at times, because we leave all the spooky details to our imagination.
Exactly.
That's kind of what made Morte's Peak so scary, to be honest. You had all that crazy shit go on with the cultists and how they were killing each other over some hungry entity, but before we even knew it was the warden, the door was actually open to all these what-ifs, which contributed to the horror element.
In hindsight, I enjoyed it more when I didn't know it was the warden.
I can definitely picture that. The realization of the monster being a Minecraft mob sort of dims that flame a bit the more I think about it, but I'm still proud of that level.
So there's this corner room, then up those stairs.
You look like you're handling yourself pretty well, George.
Don't tell me that's a fucking toilet.
Why would you think that's a toilet?
Because it is one.
Yeah, nasty like a fucking Smash Bros convention.
Try not to gag on the computer.
I'm just missing that one guy with the pit stank who insists on sharing random Pokemon facts despite my decline.
What the heck are you talking about? Did that happen to you?
You ever been to a Texas local?
Oh, son of a bitch. You know what? I fucked up the explanation on something. This is actually the door to the organizer fight. He actually has one of the 4 keys to the exit.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta look in the chest to grab the ladder pieces. But you gotta look up to the left or right to find the key chest.
This guy looks like a total pushover.
He doesn't even have any mobs to help him in the fight?
Nah, they would have been downstairs, but George jumped over all the pressure plates.
That's what he gets for hijacking someone's home to turn it into a cringe fest. Should I just toss these last 2 ladder pieces?
Yeah, I overestimated how many you needed. So with the mansion now cleared, the VDF and even villagers swoop in to help you take out the rest of the cannibal neckbeards. As the final LARPer hits the ground, they all rejoice,
serious?
celebrating the official cancellation of ZombieCon.
Slow clap.
Well, this level was a bit all over the place, but in a fun kind of way, I suppose. I did have quite a bit of fun maneuvering through the horde once I found my groove.
So now we have just one level before the finale, right?
Pretty much. You guys eager to check it out?
Of course, but first I want to check out the next room of the house.
There ain't too much in here, if I'm being honest, aside from a bed checkpoint and a couple pairs of enchanted armor.
Leather armor is a bit of a hard sell after getting diamonds, Joe, even with enchantments.
I understand that, but if I were to make a recommendation, you should at least consider taking Big Biden's Golden Gucci's. They have feather falling.
Ain't no way you fucking named them that.
Well, a man's got to have one decent pair, right? All right, what's over here?
The dreaded Haunted Trail.
Another Joe Biden horror level.
Big Biden says explore the dark realm that has claimed the souls of countless victims.
Oh boy. Is this a forest?
Far more than just that, George. Check out the book.
I see that twinkle in his eyes, so we're probably in for something.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter, the Haunted Trail, which is probably my favorite level, by the way.
Ironic. Don't you hate horror stuff?
So the overarching story here is that this was once a vibrant and beautiful forest, full of animals and lively villages. There were a few bad characters here and there, but the people were able to hold a peaceful life together until the nether cultists appeared. Using the power of unholy nether magic, they opened up a massive portal atop an obsidian altar, which allowed the leeches of hell to slither their way in and infect the landscape. slowly corroding the forest and devouring all who were unable to escape.
Good lord.
There's that quest to kill Morte's Peak story we've all been waiting for.
That book mentioned there being guardians guarding keys.
Right, so in this level, you have to get 3 levers to reach the cemetery, which is where the cultists reside. So step 1 is to explore the area until we find one of our 3 destinations.
I'm locked and loaded for any motherfucker who tries to sneak up on me.
So being that this is an exploration-themed level, you're naturally going to find multiple forks in the road. But if you keep that way, you'll find a checkpoint.
There's some sort of structure to the right as well.
That is where we're going to need to go after collecting the keys.
Okay, yeah, so this just reiterates everything you just said. Do you have any recommendations of where I must go first?
As a matter of fact, we're pretty close to an old family farmhouse.
Fantastic.
There's another book over there. What's that about?
Actually, if you look just past it, you'll see the corrupted heart of the forest, which is essentially just the inner layer which surrounds the portal.
And we're not able to peek through or anything?
Now, the evil that took hold of the forest has warped it in such a way to where these trees have become too dense to traverse through.
Also reiterated by the book.
Take a left up here. See all the jack-o'-lanterns?
Don't tell me they're about to come alive.
Now, they're just your indicator that you made it to the old pumpkin farm.
So they literally just farm pumpkins here?
Yeah, go ahead and check out the book real quick so I can go into some backstory. So for a good while, the farm was owned by your traditional couple, a husband, wife, and their boy. Unfortunately for them, happiness would not accompany them long because the father would sadly pass right after their son's 4th birthday. Despite the heavy loss, the mother would carry on the business, sort of using it as a distraction, growing and selling pumpkins throughout the year to the nearby villages, and then for the fall season, carving jack-o'-lanterns. Jimmy loved jack-o'-lanterns. Once he turned 9, he picked up making imaginary friends out of whichever carvings were his favorite for that year. Not long after the portal opened, those friends started talking back. His closest friend sounded eerily close to his father.
Oh, God, ew.
Mom did what she could to make sure that the boy was right, but before she knew it, the grip could not be broken. When some folks from the nearest village came to buy some pumpkins, neither mother nor son could be found anywhere.
Jesus.
Damn, so we actually might have a competitor for Morte's Peak?
Certainly fucking seems like it. What was the inspiration behind that story?
It wasn't necessarily inspired by anything. I just got myself in the mood by listening to creepy stories while building the map.
I actually kind of like listening to horror stories while doing things. Do you remember what you listened to?
Not everything, but 2 in particular that I remember was some internet horror stories called Stolen Tongues and Pen Pal.
Ooh, Pen Pal is a terrifying story. I listened to that shit on Creepcast.
Is that door open? Damn, I was so caught up on that story. What am I supposed to be doing?
You just got to find the key on the property. It's hidden somewhere.
I don't know if I like that.
It would be too optimistic of me to assume that the key would be here, wouldn't it?
Just a bit, yeah.
Suddenly the silence is really damn loud. You ain't surprising me.
Our audience really hates us right now, I bet.
I mean, I'm the one playing the level right now. You guys got any commentary?
I'm just waiting for the jump scare.
See, what the hell is all this?
Jimmy came to her while she was sleeping.
Oh, fuck you. Don't bust that out while I'm in the bedroom. You guys gotta give me something.
Seems like you gotta follow the blood.
Aside from the fucking obvious.
You have armor, weapons, and a lava bucket. I think you'll be fine.
Whoa!
Holy fuck, you let him out.
Am I supposed to defeat him?
Not really, you just need to survive the attack and get the key.
Well, let me at least try to put him out of his misery.
You're gonna need to head down.
Working on it. Come on, what's going on? There we go.
The pumpkin for a head is crazy, Joe.
I told you it had a grip on him.
Okay, maybe I should go out here.
No way, really?
Where the fuck did he go? I'm closing this door. I don't want that little shit creeping up on me.
Bro, he probably just died while you were looking away.
You can never be too sure with Jimmy. Bro's kind of a beast.
Joe?
All right, so to the left of the trail, you have 2 areas. The empty village and the coven of witches.
It's pronounced coven.
Yeah, tomato.
No?
I'd like to see the village.
Okay, I'll check out the village then. What's the story with this place?
I welcome you to the once small but booming town of Scarburg. The people of this village predominantly earned their money from timber harvesting, as well as farming, of course. They sold to all of the neighboring villages, and actually became a key asset for resources in the region. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end. In the case of Scarburg, it began with the witches who one day discovered their town after following a team of lumberjacks back to the village. They would soon come to prey on their weak, kidnapping them to harvest their bodies for ungodly rituals. After a significant number of men, women, and children disappeared, the town came together to build a giant wall, which
once again didn't fucking work again?
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot I made 2 jabs.
Joe, when my inauguration is complete, I'll fucking show you how effective that shit will be. That's all I'm gonna say. Continue.
Kind of fucked up my immersion, Donald.
Well, anyway, after some time passed, the village tried to build up a defense force against the witches, but after they teamed up with the cultists, it was over for Scarburg. Nobody on the outside knows the manner of how all the people disappeared. All they knew were rumors shared by the brave folks who tried exploring the area, who said that despite the village's
Big Biden
emptiness,
says pro tip.
whispers could be heard
Look
from under
everywhere.
the low wind.
Barrels, chests, even furnaces.
Yeah, you gotta check everywhere.
Did you use a tutorial for anything in this area?
Actually, no, everything in this level is 100% original.
That's good.
So what am I doing?
So there's a tower located deep in the village that has the key you're looking for, but to climb it, you'll need 4 ladder pieces.
So basically, this is kind of like that mansion in the last level, only on steroids, because there's a lot of ground to cover.
Kinda, sorta.
Lovely. So there's something over there?
You should go say hi.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You guys remember way back when where you hinted that Morte's Peak would have been more suspenseful with a monster?
Sure.
Stealthiness would be advised inside these walls.
I can't even see what it is.
Why are you fucking investigating? Go find the ladders.
It's just a little unnerving when you have Satan's gamer tag in your fucking peripherals.
Boom. There you go. Ladder.
Just 3 more to go.
You're not gonna find anything in a crafting table.
Lay off, dude. I'm checking everything. My adrenaline's also rising a bit because I don't know if something's about to jump me.
Watch it be Jimmy.
It better not be Jimmy, I swear. Okay, there's number 2.
What, was that a pressure plate?
Do you guys see this?
Oh, it's a breeze. That's actually pretty clever, Joe.
Thanks, man. The second I saw that mob come into the game, I immediately thought that it would make for a great ghost enemy in my map.
I've actually never seen this thing before.
They're super cool, Barack. In addition to being pretty fast, they can hover pretty high and even shoot projectiles.
I think they're also pretty aggressive, so you better watch out.
Wonderful.
Way to be quick on your feet, bro.
But you're gonna need to leave out that same door, so...
It'll be worth it if a ladder's in here.
Look at that, perfect.
Okay, that tree should hopefully cover me.
You will actually need to go in that direction.
Then let's rip the Band-Aid. Whoa, what the?
Damn, they reflect arrows?
Shouldn't that have been obvious?
So I gotta whack that thing?
Pause.
Shut up. Okay, errors have been made.
Proceeds to stress eat.
Man, I'm just trying not to get obliterated. Fuck.
Can those things hurt you through walls?
No. Probably.
And you didn't answer my question earlier. Are there pressure plates out there?
Yeah, that's why there are multiple.
So those guys can spawn more of their ghost buddies?
Technically breeze boys, but
Where's that last ladder piece?
I think I remember putting hints in certain spots, but I don't really remember where they are.
The fact that he can't even remember the hints.
They might be over by the tower.
Merciful Mary, please. I gotta get that damn lever.
You got one charging you, bro.
Damn it.
How much damage do they even do? You might be running for nothing.
Probably like a half heart, maybe more.
But the damn thing is just constantly shooting, so I'm sure that damage may rack up quick.
Maybe so, sure. So why not try swinging back before they swing at you? You got armor, you got weapons. Sure, the arrows may be out, but you got a bunch of melee options too.
You know what? All right, screw this guy. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hell yeah, George.
Dang, good job, man.
It's literally still alive.
Don't care, I knocked it out of the village. Now I just need that last ladder to complete the moment.
Moment completed.
Okay, now you must place the ladders in their designated spots to acquire the key.
Son of a bitch, Joe, the hints were located in the tower.
Neat, so I was right.
You know, in hindsight, that actually was kind of fun, I have to admit.
So that just leaves the witches.
Right, and it's actually kind of appropriate that you're doing this part after the village, George. You've now witnessed all the horrors that these monsters contributed to from the corrupted forests to the vengeful victims who forever linger in the village to mourn their loss. It is here that you avenge these people.
Awesome. I'm going to drop so many witches, they're going to think this is Salem.
Oh, for the love of God.
That's a massive hut.
That belongs to the head witch. To get up there, you're going to need to collect 5 more ladder pieces, which are each stored in the huts of her underlings.
The ladder thing again?
At least it's in the same level. I can't be too mad at it.
I kind of dig it, to be honest. All right, so here's our first target. Is there anything about these witch mobs that I should know about?
Other than the fact that they can throw hazardous potions at you? Not really.
They also give themselves buffs, so try to take them out as quick as you can.
Wow, only 4 swings?
Yeah, you're definitely a bit over-prepared with all that gear you got.
So same concept as before, just check through all the chests, barrels, and furnaces.
Oh, there we go. There ain't really an order to how I do this, right?
No, do whichever one you want in whatever order.
What, was that supposed to be a laugh? Goofy old hag?
You got poisoned.
Should I be worried? What can I do?
Nah, you should be fine. It'll wear off before it makes a significant dent.
Got it. Cool, there we go. So while we're on this horror subject, have you guys seen any good movies as of recent?
Now, these modern horror films haven't really been piquing my interest for the last few years.
George, do you have a healing potion?
I think so.
Take it right now that Witch's Poison is about to drop you harder than Barack did Mario World.
Are you serious with that cringe comment?
Yeah, you gave him bad advice.
I'm still losing health.
Do you have anything else? Right there, use that.
You actually should. That poison's doing a number on you. And be sure to eat something because you ain't regaining health with a low hunger meter.
Geez, I totally forgot how obnoxious the witch's poison was. My bad, bro. I thought it was similar to cave spider bites.
No worries, man. At least we caught it. Oh, damn it. I got poisoned again.
Maybe just use the golden apples. By the way, to add to the previous topic, I recently saw the movie Longlegs. Have any of you seen it?
That the one with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, that shit was terrifying.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Me neither.
Understandable. It's still fairly new. It came out in mid-2024, so I'll refrain from spoilers.
I appreciate that.
I saw the trailer a while back. It looked pretty unnerving.
What would you guys say is your current favorite horror film?
Ooh, that's an interesting question, but I gotta think about it. What's yours?
One of the few films that left me with a deep feeling of distraught was Lake Mungo.
I don't think I remember that one. What's it about?
That's the documentary film that takes place in Australia with the girl drowning, right?
Yeah, and bro, that film felt so real that I practically had my D&I guy look into its origins.
Dude, that cell phone scene was wild.
One of the scariest things in cinema, undeniably.
Gonna have to check that out. Me, personally, if we're talking about movies that creep me the fuck out, it was always The Grudge or Ju-on, I suppose. I go back and forth on which one I prefer, but they're both pretty damn good.
I enjoy those movies as well, and a lot of people give the American sequels flack, but the second Grudge movie was always one that stuck with me.
Now, I can get behind that. That damn scene with the counselor or whoever that blonde lady was occasionally pops in my head out of nowhere.
I can't watch any of those damn films. They're too scary.
Well, when I think hard about my personal preferences, I can't help but always fall back on a good slasher flick.
Those are fun.
The big goats of that whole genre, without a doubt, are Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. You want to know how to get me yapping on a tier list? Have me talk about either the Halloween or Friday the 13th films. They're my absolute favorites.
Man, I would have guessed it to be Texas Chainsaw with Leatherface.
Is it because you think I'm all about my Texas pride?
I would have guessed that too, to be honest.
The answer is yes, by the way.
Those movies are decent, but not at all my favorite.
Do you have a preference between Jason and Michael?
No, they're equally entertaining.
Jason clears.
I don't know. I always vouched for Michael, to be honest.
Well, of course, because he's the opposite of what I prefer, so obviously your contrarian ass would say Michael.
Wow.
Maybe we can find another time to get into that debate.
That probably would make for a decent video.
Hey, George, would you mind taking a detour to the right real quick? There's something down this path which I think you'll find useful.
Sure.
So this is a little altar which was made by an unknown individual who thought that it could ward off evil spirits.
Do you see the blood on the floor?
Bro, is Jimmy right behind you?
Joe, please.
It's not Jimmy, Donald. Relax. But yeah, follow that blood trail. All right, so as a sort of tribute to the original map, I went ahead and gave this level its own secret area.
Ooh, the soul sword?
Why did you enchant it with quick charge? That's primarily used for bows and crossbows.
Oh, that doesn't include the little charging gauge for the big sword swing.
Do you just actually not research enchantments when making these maps?
Why is the second chest empty?
Oh, that's just an item dump for useless things.
Incorrect enchantment or not, I appreciate you showing that to me. Now it's time to go whack this cult.
Joe, you never discussed your favorite scary movie. Do you have one?
I don't particularly care for horror films, but I do tend to gravitate to movies about the paranormal from time to time. Hereditary and the Conjuring films are obvious choices. However, I actually have a guilty pleasure film that I like to revisit called The Grave Dancers. A short summary is that it's about a group of pals who open themselves up to being haunted because they idiotically got drunk on the night of their buddy's funeral and danced over the graves of murderers.
That sounds like one of those random-ass horror movies you'd find on the Sci-Fi Channel in the late 2000s.
I mean, that is how I found it.
Why don't we shift the focus back to the map for a bit? Because it looks like we're about to approach something.
Good observation, because we are about to dive into the fight with the cultists.
Whoa, what the hell is all this?
The rotting skinned corpses of some of the villagers from Scarburg.
This is officially Morte's Peak Reloaded.
Yeah, reminds me of the attic in the church.
You look to the ground and notice that the pools of blood seem to gather and unusually flow up into the portrait of a scary-looking man.
The big Biden portrait?
No, actually, that is intended to be a painting of the Nether cultist leader. The portrait pulls you in with the force of a black hole, transporting you to the blood-soaked heart of the corrupted forest, where you face the evil evokers who brought this curse to the land.
I actually really dig the one riding the blaze. I take it that's the leader?
That's the head nether priest, yes.
I see a chest off in the distance. Do I gotta collect more ladder pieces?
No, this is the same gimmick as before, where you gotta fight the boss, then gather a number of levers to reach the exit.
Looks like that son of a bitch got his just desserts.
Wait, was that really it?
Looks like it, yeah.
You're telling me that this world-ending cult was comprised of 2 guys and a fucking blaze?
Wait, no, it was supposed to be 3 guys.
I only saw 2.
That's not any fucking better.
Okay, so my verdict on this level is that it was actually pretty decent, but you absolutely need to rework that boss whenever you get around to publicly posting it.
That literally ruined the whole fucking level.
Nah, I disagree with that. While it definitely was simple, to say it ruined the whole level is a bit disingenuous, Donald. Although that boss area was a bit large for such a small group of dudes.
There was supposed to be a third evoker off to the left. I have no fucking idea why he didn't spawn.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Joe. Maybe it was a glitch or something.
I was also kind of hoping to see them summon some Vexes. That's also why the place was so big.
That's understandable, but it unfortunately doesn't help when you spawn the player far enough away to properly plan a shot before the mobs can see you.
Oh, wow, we got some more apples here.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure you were loaded up for the final challenge.
Oh, fuck, wait, we're in the attic? I wasn't even paying attention.
Joe, you feeling all right over there?
Oh, yeah, I'm just kind of kicking myself a bit for not making that last bit more intense, I guess.
Again, dude, it ain't a big deal. I'm still having a considerable amount of fun with this whole thing, so you don't need to worry so much.
You know what? Yeah, I agree with what he's saying, bro.
You do?
Yeah, I may not be totally on board with all the decisions made with these levels, but I can clearly see that you put a different level of quality into this map, so maybe I shouldn't be such a hard ass with you.
I'm still low-key stuck on the fact that he casually manipulated us to play this.
Well, we can talk about the mind game shit later, but he did have a point when he said we would likely have tried to dodge this.
I'm honestly really glad you guys didn't veto the playthrough, because, real talk, this is actually making me consider wanting to pick up actual Minecraft.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I guess knowing that the game has all this crazy shit is having me realize that I might have prejudged it a bit too hard. These sandbox-type games always had me feeling a bit overwhelmed in the past because I never really know what to do first. But something about this kind of puts some things in a sort of perspective for me, and I think I'm willing to try this game out some more in my free time.
Dang, bro's actually giving you a pretty solid endorsement there, Joe.
Wow, that actually does make me feel a bit better, George. Thank you so much for that.
Not a problem. Now let's fix up this inventory real quick. Okay, this looks a lot more organized.
All right, so with all the levels completed, you finally get to uncover the secret challenge which lay at the top of the Biden Manor. Go ahead and hit the button. That book right there is just some extra dialogue from yours truly which warn you of the challenge to come.
And what type of goofy challenge do you have for us this time?
Big Biden's Morte Manor.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Look at this place.
Well, boys, here it is. The final stretch to Big Biden's extravagant expedition. It is here where you will be truly tested to determine your worth as an explorer, George. You ready to face the finale?
I'm ready to rock and roll, Joe. Let's do this.
You know, that City of the Dead level is most of the reason why I was low-key worried about showcasing this map. I literally started off making Alexa's house then, immediately was just like, nah, I might need help with ideas. It was just something I was so whatever about, because again, back then it was only meant for me and my friends to play. But I did, at the very least, follow the tutorial, because in addition to the fact that I don't know how to use MC Edit, I also just didn't find much satisfaction in taking any build that was publicly available to just copy. Come to think of it, I don't even know if the original creators posted seeds for other people to download. I think they were literally just build tutorials. But anyway, that all aside, I'm sure y'all pretty much know the gist of what's coming next. Following this next video is going to be the second to last episode of Donald's Code Veronica playthrough. And after that will be the big finale of our Minecraft series. For now, anyway. But before I go, here's a short list of highly appreciated folks who could beat a gorilla in an arm wrestling match. That gorilla's still wearing a cast, you know. You should probably send a card. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting the channel. You are always appreciated. Now go off and have a fantastic rest of your day.